So wait a second. You started the profile while you were in the hospital.
Right.
With your daughter.
Yeah.
But you just told us a different version of the story.
So I had just went through this guy like making me his laughingstock, and I was in the hospital with my daughter trying to see if she has a fighting chance.
I met Sabrina on Facebook. I liked her eyes and she had that smile, you know. I was like, what's good with it? Then I was like, all right, we conversate for like a few months.
And you're talking on the phone now.
Yeah. We exchanging numbers, sending each other pictures and all that. She real goofy with and then like she's real smart on I know she stays with a smile when she talks to me. You know me? What's your name?
Patricia.
Patricia. Ooh. So, why all this?
It was never like with malicious intent. It never was.
And you still played with emotions and
I mean, I can't force you to believe it, but the feelings really weren't a lie.
Is that the only profile that you ever made in your life?
Yeah. And then for you to believe it, like I said, I'm not gonna force you to. I've always been like a bigger girl, so I've been bullied all the way from the time I entered school till almost till I got out.
Right.
So I was like a sophomore. And then there's this guy and he's like, hey, I think you're really beautiful. And he had a plan for us to go to the movies. And I was waiting and I finally get a text from him. He's like, hey, this was a joke. It was a prank. It was a bet. So that kind of just destroyed me. Because like, why am I someone's laughingstock, you know? That put me in a dark place. I just wanted to be called like pretty. So that's then when I had made that page.
I mean, I totally understand initially doing it just to kind of get some positive feedback. But at some point, did it become clear to you that you could use the profile to lure men in and then kind of get them to possibly do things? Or?
No, I'm not that type of person.
But at some point, you started asking for money.
I've never asked for money.
He told us that he did send you some stuff.
All saying.
Right.
Okay, I understand that.
Food,
you did?
You just like use my kindness.
I just don't know what to say.
What about the cousin?
Do you have other fake profiles?
I just had those two.
Wait, so what's Sabrina one and the cousin?
Mm-hmm.
So that's fake?
Right.
That was a fake profile.
So that was you?
Right. My friend requested him because he was messaging, flirting with other friends, and there was other females on Instagram he was flirting with. So I'm gonna need to catch him in the act.
Hard for you to justify.
Right.
As someone who's been lying to him. It's a tough sort of case to make.
Right.
What I ever do to you for you to impersonate and come back as someone fake and with my feelings?
Actually, let me just start off by saying I had a daughter April 15th, 2015. So I had her and she was just not developed.
She was premature.
Right. So we were sitting in the hospital. So I made Sabrina's page because I was sitting there kind of like bored and hoping my daughter would, you know, make a recovery. So that gave me something to do.
So wait a second. You started the profile while you were in the hospital.
Right.
With your daughter.
Yeah.
But you just told us a different version of the story.
So I had just went through this guy like making me his laughingstock, and I was in the hospital with my daughter trying to see if she has a fighting chance. So we were in the hospital until December, and then they unhooked her from NICU. She didn't live past 3 hours. So that was like where it was digging deeper, because that's my child, you know.
But if the story is true and you're someone who has had a daughter who passed, how can you fathom creating that scenario for another woman and her child?
I'm not making a pity story. Like, all I could say is I'm sorry. All the I love you, that wasn't fake.
I'm kind of done for the day.